Morning, people, world, whoever, wherever, YouTube people. Anyways, it is Thursday morning. Uh, got back. Let me shut this off. It's not so loud. Anyways, got back. Man, I don't even know when I got back. I think I got back yesterday morning at 5 a.m. in the morning from Colorado. Anyways, we worked till 8:30 that night, Tuesday night. We were supposed to only work till 12 o'clock. But anyways, to tell you guys about the job, it's a pain in the butt. A lot of guys are like, oh, it's easy. You're barely doing any work. And then they're just like, yeah, wearing the same pants all week, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. Well, not the job location where I was at, because I was in between machines. So they had guys, they would take the ties out, at the front. They had a machine, would take the ties out, and then the plates would fall. So then the other guys behind that machine would grab the plates and just flip them and throw them to the side. So that job wasn't that hard. And then, and I can't even hold the camera. Anyways, so then the next phase was this machine would come in. It would dig up where the railroad ties go, make the rocks real soft, and then you'd have another machine behind him will go in and put the tie in. Then you had another machine go in behind him and then center the tie, because the one machine was just a crane, just grab it, stick it in, on the edge. And then the next machine would center the tie, and then we would come along and put the plates in, but you had to make sure the plates were center. And anyways, the plates were buried, so you'd have to dig for them. You had this long hook. Anyways, and it's in curves, so we did 14 miles of track. We did, I think it was 11 or 12,000 ties in those 11 or 12 miles. So if we did 11,000 to 12,000 ties, that means that we had to flip the plates. That means that there was double that many plates, because one on each rail. So it's double. So anyways, so I probably flipped, since I got there after they had started already, I probably flipped about 5,000 plates. And some of them were, 8 pounds, some were 12 pounds. And then the last 2 miles was a curve. It just went. Anyways, and those were 32 to 35 pound plates. And you're just, I'm going to try to demonstrate. You have a hook tool in your hand, and you just dig around for the plate, and you grab it, and you got to flip it, and you got to lift it up, and then set it down on the tie, and then center it. Anyways, it was exhausting. I don't know what those guys, I did find out what the guys that said that it's an easy job and you don't get dirty, that's because they're doing QC, quality control. They're the last people walking the track, so they're the last ones to get out there to work, and then when the bus picks everybody up, they pick them up too. So yeah, and all they're doing is grabbing spikes that they're finding on the track, and just if there's high spikes, they hit them down a little bit. But that's why they were telling me, oh yeah, it's easy, you don't work, you don't do anything, and you don't get dirty, blah blah blah. But every day I got dirty. Every day I was beat. We ended up renting an Airbnb. 4 of us in an Airbnb. Ended up cost me $70 for the 4 days. Well, I guess it's 3 nights, because we checked out Tuesday morning. But anyways, so that's not bad, because it was $90 for a hotel room up there per night. So I ended up spending $70 for 4 nights, 4 days, 3 nights, whatever you want to call it. and you know, those bedrooms, showers, everything. You didn't have to check out every day. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty beat. I need to shave, you know, because I went out midweek. So basically, I've worked, I want to say 2.5 weeks straight because I got called out. So I worked, whatever, 2 weeks ago, got called out on Saturday night, Sunday morning, then worked, and then Thursday, the manager here let me go. Then Friday, drove to Colorado. Saturday worked, Sunday worked, Monday, Tuesday worked, and then Tuesday night, yeah, it was a big long process. The train is usually supposed to show up so you can load all the equipment on the train. They usually show up about 3 o'clock in the morning, and this time they ended up showing up at 3 in the afternoon. So they had us doing all quality control for the whole 12 miles. Usually we'll just do to where we stop, where the front machines stop. This is what they tell me. You do quality control till the front machines stop, and then you're done. Then the district that runs that little subdivision, that area, they finish up the quality control in that area. But anyway, so we ended up doing the whole 11 to 12 miles of quality control because the train showed up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it takes 4 to 5 hours to load it. And then we got to wait for everybody to get off, tie everything off, chain everything off, and then the bus picks us up. Then we go back to our job briefing location where our cars are parked, and then we leave. So that's what I did. One of my buddies that was there, that caught the job when I caught the job from my same little district, he left before me because he wasn't doing anything. He's a new guy. So they told all the new guys not to do anything. Basically stand back and just watch, observe. So they were basically the first ones to leave. While I was the first one. It was my first time being out there, but you know, I got almost 4 years in. So anyways, they allowed me to chain everything up. But anyway, so I told him to wait for me before he leaves, and he's like, okay, I'll wait for you. And then when he was leaving, I was like, hey, wait for me at the place. And he's like, oh man, I'm just gonna leave. So anyways, he ended up leaving and hit a deer. The antlers hit basically. Let's show you. Basically, the deer ran into his car, so his front fenders dented. The head and antlers hit the windshield. Then the I gotta do the other hand. Alright, so the deer hit this way, antlers hit the windshield, the body folded up against the car, and then folded again, so the whole side of his car is smashed. Fender, windshield's gone, or smashed, mirror's gone, the driver door's dented, the rear passenger, or rear driver's side door is completely smashed in, and the rear quarter panel smashed in. So anyways, not to be a jerk, but that's what he gets for leaving me, because I didn't know how to get there, because I followed him in. We met at the gym, so I can shower that night, Friday night. Met at the gym, I followed him in, and I didn't ever went out of the town that we were in, because it was way back in the hills, through some canyons. So every day we got off at 7:30, 8 o'clock. I didn't want to go drive into that town, so that's why I wanted to follow him out of there. But anyways, and it was raining and foggy and all kinds of stupid stuff. So anyways, so I'm done talking about what it is, what the job is. I start back up November 2nd, so I get 8 days off to do whatever I want, which is kind of cool, but not really, because I've already burned 2 days of just resting. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you guys do. Later.